Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing a Cho'Gath game, as you can see, and because he hasn't updated his LoL replay yet in apparently quite some time, it is not a spectator mode replay. Fortunately, the rest seems to work out just fine, for now at least. So yeah, this is kind of screwed up on the right side. Don't know if you can actually see my mouse, but I'm assuming you can. So on the right side there's a big white block because they actually changed that in the meantime, and we are going to fast forward until we actually are in our jungle, because we are jungling. And
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
yeah, so this is a ranked game around 1600 ELO, and we are following around, as I said, Cho'Gath, and that was Tara,
30 seconds until minions spawn.
who of course knocks over everything that she can find, but it's all good. She just wants to eat something, because she's on a diet. She's a little bit too fat, but hey, that happens, and it's because it's winter. And, well, in the summer they don't really they don't really burn a whole lot of calories, because most of the calories are used for warming up their body and so keeping it on temperature. And yeah, it has been a good summer, so they kind of all are a little bit too chubby, but she's really too chubby, so she really has to be on a diet for a moment and for a few weeks, and then it should all be good again. Anyway, yeah, we're just doing the regular thing of getting the what's this, wolves into yeah, blue buff. It's not really complex, of course. It is something that well, it's made to work like that, and yeah, we're halfway through level 2 already. Unfortunately, this thing doesn't really it does show us kind of how it is, but you can see it on the bottom left how much he has. And yeah, it does show where we are. It just doesn't really show where the end of the line is. It would have been more useful if we went from bottom right to top left on that, but hey, whatever. We're just going to continue on, and let's yeah, watch some other lanes in the meantime, or fast forward. I think I'm just going to fast forward, because yeah, watching other lanes really doesn't do a whole lot if you can't see their health. So we're going for the red buff, so you can choose there. He chose to go for the wolves into red. You can also choose to go for double golems into red. It's the same thing. It's yeah, it's all just a choice, and yeah, he went for wolves, and yeah, I guess it's, as I said, it's pretty much the same. It's just that this works per no, never mind. It is AoE damage does work better on smaller monsters, so that is why wolves may be better than double golems. And is this guy going to survive? He is going to survive. And yeah, the Renekton obviously wasn't going to survive, so great gank, exactly in time. Sinch now has the time to go back home and do something useful there. I don't know where the jungler is on the enemy team. I don't even know who the jungler is on the enemy team. It is probably Olaf, yeah, since I hadn't seen him yet. And he has been in lane, or no, they probably didn't reverse that decision to not show the hidden minions. So no, there he is, there he is. And are we going to survive this? Because it's going to be close. Oh yes, we're still alive, and we are going to stay alive. Excellent. So Sinch is going to come in here, and he's not going to manage to do anything. Okay, apparently Cho'Gath was watching the bottom lane instead of paying attention to where he was running, and that's why he took so much damage. And anyway, we're just going to continue on, and we're going to go mid lane apparently. Yeah, of course through that raid camp, because that raid camp's still had one raid in it, because he kind of broke off his attack there to go help mid earlier, and yeah, that explains a lot. At least he saw it now. There is a ward in that bush, and I think there was a ward in that bush anyway, because when or in this bush could also be, because when Singed came in to get them, they both ran away, even though there were plenty of minions to be had. So normally I would expect people to still go for the minions, but in this case that was not. Well, that wasn't going to happen, and yeah. Anyway, going for another blue buff here, so not giving that to his mid laner, but yeah, with his mid laner being Rumble, he only can use it for the cooldown reduction, and he doesn't really need it. Yeah, it's still kind of a problem if you go for yeah, kind of a mid laner like that, so like Rumble, so either energy based or even worse cooldown based, then they don't really profit from that that blue buff, even though the enemy can really get a lot of advantage out of that. So she is probably, so the Ahri is probably going to get that in a moment, and then have a big advantage over the well, over the Rumble in this case. It's the same for Katarina. Katarina can do well with the cooldown reduction, but since she doesn't use mana, it's kind of, yeah, you kind of waste about half of what the blue buff does. And yeah, that's yeah, that's just, it's just shame to waste that, of course. So how we currently have one stack on the ultimates. Okay. Yeah, he just turned level 6, so it's not a big deal. Of course, you want to get those 6 stacks as soon as possible, because they add a lot of health, especially once you you level up to level 2 ultimate. But yeah, well, that's the way it goes. You have to level up to, or well, you have to prepare yourself for level 2 ultimate, but yeah, you want to have those stacks as soon as possible, even if you're just level 1, because it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, that was the second stack, just completely eating that that Blitzcrank. And yeah, here we're going to steal some raids here. In fact, 3 of the raids, and the 4th one is going to survive. Because, yeah, you don't want that raid camp respawning while they're just not there. Because then they basically get most of the gold anyway. And that's exactly what you want to prevent. So that's the difference between the buffs, like the blue buff and red buff, and taking out one of these camps. Because these camps are actually, if you take out everything except for one of the small ones, then you deny that camp. If you take out the blue buff but leave one of the small minions, you deny it to yourself. You deny the second steal, so the second time you can normally pick it up again, because you know exactly when it's going to spawn, and the enemy has to look at the minimap, see when it spawns, and then run towards it. But by that time you should have stolen it already. Oh, a red buff on Rumble now. And hang on, what do we have here? Oh, it's the Spirit Stone. Okay. So upgrading that knife, I forgot, machete, but I forgot what it's called exactly. Upgrading that to the next level. And wow, 3 guys on 1. Yeah, he did die. There was really no way for Azrael to pick up anyone there. Oh wow, he's actually going to blame Asriel for that? There is no way Asriel could have picked up one of those kills. There's just no way. He just made the mistake of getting too close to that bush without a ward in it, and come on, go for it, be a man. He's going to man up, try to eat someone or the dragon. It's someone, yeah, exactly. And the smite goes down. Nice dragon. This is exactly the way it should be. Excellent. So getting the dragon plus a kill, plus a stack from his ultimate, that is really the best they could get out of that. Or he could get out of that. Yeah, they even picked up another kill, so all in all, that is just excellent. Why doesn't it show the items? I guess there are still some bugs to be worked out. Maybe it has to do with the fact that he hasn't updated in a while. But I'll click everyone and you can see what they have. Because I know that lots of people like to see that. Yeah, so now you've seen everyone except for the top laner on the enemy side and the jungler on the enemy side. I'll try to get them as well, so you can see what they're building. I didn't really pay attention to that, so I'm not going to comment on that. Yeah, unless I see it like now, I see it from Rumble. Rumble, who has a Giant's Belt and the Hexrack Revolver, so not going for that Will of the Ancients straight off. Yeah, it's an okay choice, I guess, in mid, because he's afraid of getting nuked down. Although, what? Why would you use your ultimate there? You didn't get stunned. You didn't get damaged by a high amount of damage, so just wasting his ultimate there. Yeah, that's okay, got that one. So that's the Olaf items. He doesn't really have anything yet except for Wriggle's Lantern. And are we going to... Oh, yes, they do pick it up. Wow, he's going to survive. No! Oh man, that was close. That heal put him just inside of the range where he could have survived. But yeah, he didn't. And yeah, Cho'Gath of course makes it out because nobody focuses Cho'Gath. Oh, that was close. We could actually see where she was. Yeah, he shot it over here, which is not a very common place to recall. Normally people recall either here, so just behind the tower, or next to the tower. So shooting over here would probably be your best shot. Although more people go behind the tower than next to the tower, so yeah, I guess your best shot would have been just behind the tower. 6 stacks on the ultimate now, 540 bonus health. As I said, that's a huge bonus, and it's going to get bigger and bigger once you reach higher levels on that ultimate. So yeah, now it's 90. Loses half of its stacks. Okay, it used to be losing 3 stacks on death, so now losing half. It's the same when you have 6 stacks, but definitely not the same if you have 3 or 4. Or 2. Yeah, that's a big deal actually. It's it makes that you can keep those stacks up a little bit easier, and yeah, you can get to 6 a little bit easier, even if you die a couple of times. Oh, someone's here. So I still need to click the enemy top laner for his items. Oh, nice ultimate. And he gets out with it, I think, depending on whether he still has the ability to... Oh, come on! No, he runs into all kinds of enemies. And yeah, I was wondering whether he had an ability to make him run faster, but of course he doesn't have that in his natural abilities. But I was wondering if he maybe would be running faster at some point. But yeah, if Singed catches up with you, you're pretty screwed anyway. because then he's going to slow you and stun you or throw you back into his team and all kinds of good things. Oh, Singed! Singed! So close! Yeah, Singed is gonna die here, I assume. Wow, he is still alive. And is he going to make it out? Yes, he is going to make it out. Unless this guy has slice and dice up, but we'll see that in a moment, I guess. Meantime, Cho'Gath actually survived that. Yeah, he's going to get out of there right now. Yeah, that was excellent. Excellent fight. Nice that Singed actually got out. It was because the Renekton kind of didn't choose instantly. He came through here, and had he chosen the target, this target instantly, he would have gotten the kill. But now he went for Cho'Gath, then turned around and went for the Singed, and that just didn't work out at all. He couldn't catch up at all, and yeah, I still need to click him. Hang on, there you go. Now you've seen all the items, and you can see kind of what everyone's building.
An enemy has been slain.
So we see a gold item, or well, the Philosopher's Stone on that Alistar, which is excellent. And do we see? Yeah, we see the same gold item here. And we see level 5 boots on Olaf actually, which is probably because he wanted to escape, but level 5 boots don't help you escape. So I'm not really sure what he's trying to do there. Oh, come on, eat him! Eat him! Yes, nicely done. This is exactly the way that should have gone down. Of course, it would have been awesome if Ezreal actually picked up that kill, but oh, this Alistar is really annoying. This Alistar really thinking that he is yeah, they know, but yeah, and Alistar just completely running in there anyway. Anyway, yeah, Alistar pretending that he is the one that's doing all the big plays and that Ezreal is making all the mistakes. But it's really him being 0-6 and Ezreal is only 2-2. So, yeah, it's not that he is doing great plays and Ezreal is doing crappily. I mean... crappily. Crappy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess this happens a lot to people when they think they're just awesome themselves. I mean, I know I'm a terrible player, so I kind of know that if I die, it's all my fault, and it's never someone else's. Well, almost never someone else's fault. There are times that I know that it's someone else's fault, but yeah, it's You need to understand where you make mistakes yourself. If you don't understand that, you're going to be like this this Alistar and thinking that you do everything correct and your allies are just the biggest, stupidest noobs ever. And yeah, that is just most of the time not the case. So the smite goes down and we get an easy dragon. See, Alistar signals Cho'Gath to fall back. Why? Why would he fall back? I mean, he's almost full health. If he wants to stay in, he can stay in. That's no problem. But anyway, whatever. Plus, he is so tanky at this moment. He has 160 armor already and 62 magic resist. Okay, the 62 magic resist, that's not a whole big deal. But currently we are 6-0, so... yeah, we can't really say that that he's behind or that he has been playing too risky or I don't know, something like that. It's yeah, he has been playing great. Yeah, he has been making great plays, I wanted to say.
Shut down.
I'm not really sure what that was aimed at. That ultimate. And we are godlike. So 7 and 0. One more till legendary. So let's get the legendary out there without dying, preferably. Sorry, I'm trying to get my cat over here because people like it when she comes running into the picture, but she doesn't want to. She just wants to sit here on the ground next to me. Yeah, we're currently just in a phase where everyone is just farming it up a little. I don't know. It's there's not a whole lot happening here. Using that feast now on a random minion, that may be a bad decision there, because now he doesn't have it for this next fight. And wow, it's Alistar getting grabbed once again, not even running through the minions, even though he doesn't even get blocked by minions if he uses one of his skills. Then he can just walk through the minions for free. And yeah, I don't know. That was just... it's random. But anyway, we have level 2 ultimates, meaning that this is now 720 bonus health. And that's what I meant. You get an additional 50% on that bonus health from your level 2 ultimate. And then it becomes a really big deal. It's already a big deal, but now it becomes a really big deal. And it becomes almost impossible for AP people to actually stun you. Come. She climbed on top, by the way. She climbed on top of my desk. There's a... well, a plateau on top of my desk. So I can put things on top there that I might need. And she's on top there. So that's very useful. So we are legendary. We got the 8 and 0. And yeah, we're just going for 9 and 0 then. Because why not? Man, this is such an insane game. I mean, it's really, there's a huge difference in skill level. And this is ranked, as I said. So there's a huge difference in skill level between this Cho'Gath and this Alistar. But I guess Alistar was last pick or something like... yeah, Alistar was last pick and Cho'Gath was first pick. So I guess there's your difference right there. So there's probably 200 200 ELO points between them. Because that's about the range of normal games. And look at Olaf's score. He's 0 and 6, just like this guy. Yeah, so Olaf, the enemy jungler, really the same skill level as Alistar apparently, because he keeps running in at situations where he just gets killed instead of getting kills. And with getting kills with Olaf is not that hard, or well, staying alive with Olaf is not that hard, to be honest. But yeah, like that mistake when he tried to counter jungle the two small golems there, so the double golems, and he got killed for that. So even if you don't get killed for it, what's the use in counter jungling double golems? Double golems are so far away from everything else that nobody is ever going to pick them up. So it doesn't even matter whether they're there or not. So raids, yeah, people are going to go for the raids. Plus it's a really less risky thing to do. And wow. Ahri needed to use her ultimate there to get out, and that means that she is going to be vulnerable right now. And yeah, exactly. We need to get out. Too much turret damage. What's that? Is that any ward? I think it is. Yeah, it is. So they made a new ward skin. Okay. Well, I only saw the Halloween one, so... Come on, run out! Oh, he's just going to go back in. But yeah, these two guys are not going to go back in. Rumble does get that kill, so that's good. And of course Alistar gets killed. Yeah, that's kind of the standard thing to happen. So we do grab the blue buff there, and we're going to die now. No, we're still alive. Wow. How did they not... Wow. That is insane. They finally have the chance to get that, and they don't tower dive for him? Are you kidding me? That would have been such a huge bonus. That's 600 gold plus the assist. That's like 1,000 gold right there. That is 1,000 gold right there. And are we going to pick it up? Enemy team slain the dragon. But we are going to get the kill on that guy at least. And this guy. Well, yeah. He may have his guardian angel, but he's still going to die.